everybody. Welcome to MiceChat.com, our Thursday live at 5. Wow, how did I slip that one up? It's been a while since we've been live on a Friday, hasn't it? Today it's me, Mike Kendrick from MiceChat.com. Dusty is on the other side of the country at Walt Disney World, getting ready to go on the MiceChat cruise. And he sends his love to everybody. See, we're starting on the Mark Twain, and it's really loud for a second. I'm going to turn this around so you guys can see where we're heading. It's turning out to be an absolutely gorgeous day here at the parks. What started out to be very foggy and some heavy clouds is giving way to some blue skies, some thunderheads in the background.
It also means the water here is 2 fathoms deep. That means it's safe enough for us to proceed on our steam-powered journey.
Justin, I am so sorry for being early.
We'll visit the magnificent Columbia of the Great Northwest, the graceful Missouri of the windswept plains.
If you can see, this has been about what the crowds have been today. It hasn't been awful. But today is a party night for Star Wars night. So the park will be closing at 8 p.m. tonight. Mix-in starts at like 6 or 6:30, I think. But Pirates even appears to be almost a walk-on. It says 15 minutes. Usually Pirates, well, if you don't count Lightning Lane, Pirates often, if it says 15 minutes, it means 5. The line is moving straight through. I really don't see anybody coming in for Lightning Lane right now. So it might be actually a walk-on. It might be true. 15 minutes. It's kind of nice because we don't see a queue extended out all the way down New Orleans Square here. It's pretty open. Lots of strollers lined up along the riverfront though. It can be kind of frustrating sometimes seeing so many strollers just because it's hard to get up to the railing when you want to get those beautiful views of the river up close from right at the riverfront.
I heard it said that the place is haunted, filled with 999 ghosts, ghouls, and goblins. And they're looking for one more to make it a few. If you're brave enough, you should see for yourself after we arrive back at the landing at Frontierland.
And right now we're kind of counting down the days until Disneyland's 70th starts. That'll be coming up very, very soon. We'll be walking around today, taking a look at some of that stuff, look at some of the crowds, or lack thereof today. It's been, what, about 2 weeks since I've been here? I haven't been here that much this month. I've been traveling quite a bit between family and work, and I'm glad to be back at the happiest place on earth today.
Built on an old soft dome and home to Tiana's Bayou Adventure. From here, you might spot guests making quite a splash at Princess Tiana's party. Get on over when you get the chance.
Today wasn't too terribly hot so far. I think the highest we got was 80. If any of you know me well enough, you know that 80 degrees is like scorching to me. So a ride like Tiana's might be perfect. To the top of Raised Berets, they planted all that beautiful grass up there. And I don't know if they didn't turn the sprinklers on or something broke, but it is all brown up on top of that building now. I hope they replace that pretty soon and actually put the grass back up there, or even at this point, I think the fake AstroTurf grass might look better than what's there right now, but We'll see what happens. Hello, Jeffrey. And Ando, hey guys. I hope you all are having a great time at Disney World right now, and whoever's going on that cruise on the Treasure this week, I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing time. Wish I could be there. Maybe next trip. Anybody hungry for some barbecue? So tell me, if you've eaten here at the Hungry Bear before, what's your favorite item on the menu here? I kind of like the brisket personally. The ribs are pretty good.
As we head into the remote area of the rivers of America, you're in for a real treat. I've been navigating these parts for years now.
Steve, I don't think they've really done anything with it. I haven't really noticed if they've thinned out the trees or anything. It looks pretty much the same.
Stunning rock formations, deer, and elk.
Ando, I think food is one of your favorite things, my friend. I've been loving watching your Insta lately with all your food stuff that you've been seeing. Amber, 80 degrees is definitely toasty. I was up in San Francisco all last week, and the highest it got was like 61. I was happy.
Is an image, and giving us a sign of peace. As we head up the Missouri River to the home of the Plains Kingdom.
Pero yo no pensar en los indios apaches, ellos eran los nativos, eran mexicanos.
I'm going to switch sides here for once. We can go see a part of the river that we don't see very often. The home of Mike Fink.
Telling the tale of how a woodpecker taught a young tribesman to take a hollowed-out branch and turn it into that most wondrous of musical instruments,
Ando.
the flute.
Yes, Walt Disney World's getting ready to lose their river.
Generation to generation.
So incredibly disappointed in that.
Just beyond the shelter is a tribe of Plains Indians setting up their camp along the banks of the river. They'll be here for a few months and then move on. As we continue our journey, keep a close eye on the riverbanks. There's a good chance we might catch a glimpse of moose, mountain lion, and otherwise. Slayer. I haven't been on this island in quite a while. Last time I was here, quite a bit of the caves were closed. I think they've reopened most of them. They do a lot of work on these.
caves that are in here. They seem to be closed a lot of the time though, unfortunately. I wish they would do a really good, thorough refurbishment and bring it to 100% again. So where that little kid is spinning that device, it used to bring up a treasure chest with a pirate hanging onto it, and that hasn't worked for quite a while. I know, I completely agree with you. This is my favorite way to relax during the day. Nice trip down the river.
We're now heading back into civilization along the Rio Grande. Off in the distance are the towering peaks of Big Thunder Mountain. Rumor has it that the railroad built.
We'll make our way downstairs.
Has been seized by supernatural forces, and they've turned mining.
And we'll get started on our walk.
Wildest ride in the wilderness. Of course, that may be just another legend. Just ahead is the Frontierland, where our journey ends. On behalf of our entire crew, I'd like to thank you for booking passage on the Mark Twain River. At this time, we ask that you prepare to disembark. If you're on one of the upper decks, please make your way down to the first deck. The stairways to the right side and the back of the boat may offer the quickest and easiest route.
Sharon, I can't even tell you how much I agree with you on that. I don't see a logic with removing the river myself. In Walt Disney World, of course. I think there is plenty of room to expand.
Approach ready at 1/4 steam. Man the bow line. All passengers.
All right.
Stand by to go ashore.
We're gonna go ashore. Take a walk around the land and see what's new, what's changed. I know certainly there's been quite a bit of change since I've been here in the last couple of weeks, but we also know that things change here day by day. We'll start off here in Frontierland and make our way around. We'll probably go through Adventureland and then, I don't know, we'll just see where the wind takes us today. Definitely some stuff to cover. Thanks, have a good day. Hello, Janice, thank you for joining us. Eric, it's always great fun riding the Mark Twain. And I'm certainly glad that everybody is here to join us for this today. And well, it's a nice, beautiful day. Speaking of not crazy wait times, Thunder Mountain, 25 minutes. And we saw Pirates was at 15. The crowds are definitely going to get heavier as the evening goes on because of the starting to mix in for the Star Wars night. With May the 4th coming up. And then of course, Revenge of the 5th. The walls look like they've moved back quite a bit from here at the Golden Horseshoe. I'm not sure if they've moved back or if the scrim just makes it look like it's back further. It looks much more crowded down here than it did up on the riverboat, doesn't it? Kind of shows you how deceiving it can be sometimes, but it also shows you how crowds change rapidly. Saw Captain Jack Sparrow out here earlier. I'm not sure if he's out right now. We'll see. Yeah, Pirates is still at 15. Not much of a queue right now. One thing I did notice today is that the Port Royal Curios is closed, and the windows are actually blacked out. Pieces of 8 is still open. The Royal Street Veranda is still open. So, not quite sure what's going on, but we have mentioned in the past that it would be great to see these buildings just kind of opened up for extended queue for Pirates, because it really needs it. Keeps the queue from cutting across the New Orleans Square. But let's see what happens. Hopefully this is a start to that project. Yeah, Sharon, I think Tiana's and Grizzly River both have higher wait times, just because I think today is the warmest day of the week. I'm not sure if it's going to get hotter or not this week. I think it's supposed to actually start kind of cooling down a little bit. But certainly decent weather for a ride like that. Indy's open. Earlier today, Indy was only a 30-minute wait. Let's see what it is right now. I had lunch at the Plaza Inn today, and I was surprised at lunchtime how easy it was just to walk right in and get lunch and find a table right away. Now, something that happens very often at Plaza Inn, you often have to really search. Only a 40-minute wait for Indy. Ando, I think spring break is pretty much over. We're into May. We're actually starting to get into grad night season here pretty quickly. Even Jungle Cruise is at a 15-minute wait. But we're coming into grad night season here pretty quickly. I know a lot of schools have about less than 40 days left of school. So we're going to be coming into the summer months fairly quickly. I mean, it'll be here before we know it. Kara, I'm not too sad about those shops if they were to go away. The Port Royal Curios, or whatever. It's mostly Haunted Mansion merchandise, if not all Haunted Mansion merchandise, I think. And we now have the Madame Leota's shop that's open. Walls and scrim up around the Tiki Room. And then here's the big one. There's a lot of change here. The wall, the partition at the men's restroom. I'm hoping we're not going to be disappointed. I'm not holding my breath at the moment. But I'm going to get up here to the top and we're going to take a look at what they've built so far. I'm going to try and get out of the way here of everybody. It's a wall. Now the question is, it looks like a wall that is, it's like one of those old, worn down kind of walls. Hi, Mom! The funny thing is, they don't even realize they didn't even get on camera. That's okay. So I'm not sure if they're going to build fountains or anything on that wall, but as of now, it's kind of like a wall. We'll see what they do with it. Zoom back out here because I don't think you guys want to see that close up for that long, right? We'll continue our walk. The Tiki Juice Bar is still open while the Tiki Room is down for its refurbishment. With the Tiki Room down, of course, that means the companion restrooms are out of service for now. Now with me having been gone for a couple of weeks, really, the first thing I noticed when I walked in is the pink trumpet trees are starting to lose their flowers and retain their green. Well, one of them looks like it's losing its, a couple of them are losing their green, but I think that's the seasonal thing that they're known to do.
Look, okay.
Take a walk through here, take a look. Some of the flowers are changing, the flower colors are changing. Take a quick look at the Walt statue. Earlier today, I actually sat and watched the cavalcade, waiting for that to be replaced with the entertainment for the 70th that's going to be coming back. I think we're looking forward to seeing Paint the Night and the new 70th cavalcade, which I wish they would actually make into an actual parade instead of just a cavalcade. I think the 70th deserves more than a cavalcade. Take a quick stop here at Pixie Hollow, where nothing has changed. The only thing that's actually changed here is that sadly the bottom of the lagoon seems to be losing some of its paint. But there are still construction walls up, and looking at it from here, I kind of got up close earlier, and you would think that for something they're refurbishing, there'd be some retouching of the props and the flowers and stuff on the inside to at least clean the dust and the dirt off of them, make them look somewhat fresh, and there's been no change over there at all. They put the fairies houses back quite a while ago. We've shown you guys that. And nothing has changed. And it seems like the finials are slowly getting new flags on the castle. Matterhorn was closed for quite a bit of the day today. Seems like it's back open again. See bobsleds running, but I saw none of the waterfalls running. It's always been a big, well, I shouldn't say always, really since the parks reopened, which happened 4 years ago this week. But they've never run the waterfalls, all of them at once, ever since they've reopened, at least not that I've seen. Comes the monorail. Monorail. One of my favorite rides. Ronnie, it seems like the waterfalls, they run a different side every day almost. It seems like half of them are turned off, and the next time I come, the ones that were off were on, the ones that were on are off. One of those little pinch points here. Ando, I think I like the spring colors the best. Most colorful time of the year here at the parks. A lot of people say Christmas, but Christmas flowers are red and white, where spring flowers are every color you can imagine. Way more colorful to me. So the walls are still up at the walkway between the Small World Esplanade and the canal boats. Those will probably be down, I would imagine, pretty soon. You see they're already setting up here for the Star Wars night. I think the only park that...
Hi guys, look at this photo pic for me, hon. Thank you.
Moving props around here.
Thank you.
All the walls are down around It's a Small World. They still say they're set on their, I think May 8th opening date. But they are currently doing test and adjust, which is when they run the boats and run the attraction and start making it go through its cycles to make sure that it's running properly. I would love to see snow here at Disneyland. Although I don't think that is quite entirely possible given the geographics of this place. It would be amazing still. They are handing out buttons here and having fun trivia stuff. But It's a Small World shop is open, as well as the Fantasy Fair gifts. Even though the walls are up, the Fantasyland Theater is wide open. I think they're using that for Star Wars night as well. I think we'll make our way through Fantasyland. See what's going on there. So I was rather surprised at some of those wait times today as well. I think the update on It's a Small World is going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to it as well, Ando. And most of the changes that we've seen so far today have either been California Adventure or which I don't think we're going to be able to venture into there today. So we can kind of discuss that. The walls are completely down around the Carthay Circle Restaurant, but they are still up around Disney Junior, which I imagine they will be for a while still. There's still some work going on. Dumbo sitting at a 15-minute. At first I thought I said 45, and that was going to really surprise me, but I had to clean my glasses, I guess. And Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is a walk-on. Oh, it's closed. So it's not a walk-on, it's broken. It was open earlier today, and it was pretty much a walk-on earlier. Maybe about a 5-minute wait. The line was just barely out the door for that switch back out the door. Snow White sitting at 15, Peter Pan sitting at 30, which is fairly low. Usually the standard for Peter Pan is about 45-minute wait.
Oh my gosh, look at you guys in your outfits. They're very windy.
This is one of my favorite parts of the day. When the sun starts going down, you start getting the golden hues on the castle and it starts to cool down. We're gonna shoot off this way to the right just real quick because there's one thing that I do want to show you. So they have these windows here for Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, but the one here that's normally has something in it is completely blocked off. There's a wall or a big wooden board covering it. Probably better to walk this way anyways because I'm in the shade. I will never complain about shade. Stop here at the castle real quick and see if there's anything. I don't really see anything new here at the moment.
Stop and look at this guy's gimbal. I knew your phone. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, no, it's good.
Do you mind if I get it on camera?
Oh, I don't mind.
Look at this thing. That's a work of art.
It's a little overkill for this camera, but that's what I've got for now.
That's beautiful, man.
Thanks.
I mean, I have a friend, actually, the friend that runs with her channel.
Okay.
He has a big old giant with all kinds of gadgets on it, man.
Yeah.
That thing's, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to show him. Anthony, when you're watching this, that's it, man. That's beautiful.
Thanks.
Thanks for letting us look.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for stopping.
Take it easy.
You too. Most folks have some common sense and use the appropriate gimbal for a cell phone, and me, well, I go all out and I use my big one because that's all I have right now. So this guy was kind of marveling at this huge gimbal that I'm carrying right now. It's really not that big of a gimbal, but it's a little much for a cell phone.
And your cousin just meet that for the picture at the flower that
I'll take a walk over here through the front of Tomorrowland real quick. Something I kind of noticed earlier. I don't know. I'll let you guys tell me. I'm not sure. My eyes could be off. It's something minor, but still could be interesting. But on the base of the Astro Orbiter, it looks like they've painted it a different color. Now, I'm not sure why it's standing out so much to me. I thought that it was a gray color before, like a bluish gray. When they painted it, I'm not totally sure if they painted it. I'm gonna let these people guess so they don't think I'm trying to record them when I'm not. We'll let these people get past here. There we go. So, am I the only one who thinks this was recently painted? Ando, as far as 70th food merch, I'm not sure. I have yet to really sit down and take that comprehensive look at everything. I know we've seen what's kind of coming out. There's a few jackets that I've seen that I like. Disney production moving out for the day. Probably filming commercials and stuff. Like they've been doing that a lot lately. As we come down Main Street, we'll duck into one of the shops real quick, and while Ando's asking about some of the 70th merch, we'll take a look at some of it. Jolly Holiday. I'm glad they put the sign back the way it was. Unfortunately, it's super temperamental because the lights still turn white or blue in the middle of the sign, so that's still happening. I don't know that they'll ever be able to fix that without replacing the entire sign. Okay, I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a while real quick. I'm gonna scoot across here because I know that Kelly's gonna ask me about the Children of the Corn. Okay, we'll back out and head back down Main Street again. I know I'm really excited about the Paint the Night Parade returning.
What would you wear?
Although I would love to see a dedicated 70th parade happening. I guess we'll have to settle for a cavalcade. Hey Connie, thank you very much. All right, here's one of the things we're gonna look at today. Carnation Cafe is closed. Well, they do work to it. All the umbrellas are folded up, and it's been a very long time since I've seen this place really empty. And of course, they want you to go to Jolly Holiday Bakery for the Main Street favorites. And if you're a fan of history and like Disney history, I should say, and the windows on Main Street, it's a good place to sit. Good time to walk down where there's not too many shadows right now, and you can clearly see the windows without crazy reflections blocking out what they're trying to show you. My friend Samantha and I did a series on the Main Street windows that you can find on MiceChat.com, where we went through all the Main Street windows and who they were dedicated to, and kind of a guide. Unfortunately, these windows aren't working. They're lit, but that's about it. Oh, but what do we have here? These windows are completely covered. Are they doing something here? Wow, these windows are completely covered. Of course, Frozen and Aladdin are still up, but they are not running right now. Here's a window dedicated to Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month, showing game boards from the different cultures, traditional Indian chess. I can't pronounce half this stuff, so I'm not going to try. It's not that I don't want to, I just don't want to mess it up real bad. But let's see if we can get up close here. You know, we still have some time left. I think we might be able to walk across to DCA and see what's kind of new over there. Maybe we can end on that side today. What do you guys think? Connie, don't be sad about those windows yet. I don't know what's happening. I don't want to jump to any conclusions with the windows that are covered. We'll have to see what happens. It's sad that they haven't been working for so long. then of course there's the Opera House that's been closed as they get it ready for the new Walt Disney animatronic that's going to be coming, the new show, I should say, with Walt Disney. Not going to replace the Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, but it's just going to be gone for a while as the new one opens. Even after walking out, it's still not horrible. Unless anybody's updated, I'm not sure. But there was only one Star Wars night that was sold out. I'm not sure. I don't think any of the other ones have sold out yet because I haven't heard anything about it, I don't think.
Yeah. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Thank you for coming. Good night.
All the people getting ready to come in for Star Wars night here. All the folks who have waited, who didn't have a day ticket to get in early. About 20 minutes before they let this huge crowd of people in, I think. I think mix-in starts at 6.
Exit all the way straight.
There we go. You notice anything different about this Flora Garden?
Straight ahead. Star Wars. Good night, everyone. Thanks for visiting.
Colors are certainly vivid.
Exit straight ahead. Have a good night.
Those are the lanyards for the Star Wars night.
Maybe some of the colors for the Disneyland 70th. They do look a little bit different. They have all the exits pointing to the left here, but those are all entrances. They haven't changed the signs over. They removed the manual signs. They used to have to use a little wheel to flip over, like from the enter, exit, closed signs. And they've turned them all into the digital signboards now. This camera probably won't see it. All you're gonna see is a flickering light probably, but that's what they've replaced them with.
Hey, you guys can wait till my guys down.
Gone through here. Jump across the Esplanade with everybody else here. I have a feeling that that's probably where we're going to see most of the crowds right now. Everybody's starting to head away from Disneyland because they want to get away from the Star Wars night stuff. And they want to get over to their side before it gets crazy, but I think it's already crazy. Look at this line. This is all for Star Wars night. Again, still not sold out from what I understand. Am I having deja vu? Is this what was from Pixar Fest a couple years ago? It's gonna look a lot different when it's done though. But they're starting to build the special centerpiece for the set. Not much to it now. I'm sure it'll look considerably different tomorrow even. They don't have much time to complete it, so I'm sure it's going to be done pretty quickly. Ooh, I might get a chance to show you guys how this new system here works. They're now having everybody actually scan their magic bands. And it does the facial recognition thing, and then the doors open up. I'm gonna get in line here. Just have to be a little bit patient because people are still learning how to use the system. It has to scan everybody one at a time. It's a little bit more time consuming, I feel. But as soon as it's our turn, I will bring the camera down so we can see exactly what. All right, let's see.
you can have it. I don't know. I have to.
All right, so the gates are closed.
I'm a heavy waster actually.
Oh,
I don't know. You just have to scan it and see. The picture will pop up. You're all set.
thank you.
Go this side. Go
Shit.
this side. Or just wait right here.
Asked me to wait after I'd already scanned. Oops, sorry. Earlier, Horace was out here walking around. Of course, here's a red car that hasn't moved. It's now essentially bolted to the ground, and the other one is...
Are you live?
Yes.
Who are you?
From MiceChat?
You're MiceChat?
Some of it.
One of them. Okay.
So,
That's a big deal.
have a good day. Thank you.
Hi, Destiny.
Oh, say hi. She says hi, Dusty.
Hi, Destiny.
Get to take a quick look at. Oh, Brandon, Dusty is not with me. He is over in Florida, getting ready to go on the MiceChat cruise. I can't talk today. On the Treasure. But he does send his love. Says he wishes he was here with us. Wishes he could be in both places at once. All the walls are down around Carthay Circle restaurant. All the walls are down around Elias. Some of these walls have been down for a while, but I believe the Carthay Circle walls are new that are coming down. The Disney Junior soundstage is still closed, walled up. Nothing's really changed there. Mickey is on the other side of the fountain here greeting guests. That's a pretty long line to see Mickey, but again, that's what we're all here for, right? To see Mickey. There's that view that we haven't seen in quite a while. I think as we walk through here, we'll take a quick look and see what the wait times are here in DCA. Yes, Ando, the walkway between Cars Land and Adventures Campus is now closed from what I'm hearing. All right, I'm gonna scooch in here real quick and... Raider Springs Racers is at 80 minutes. Web Slingers is at 45. Mater's is at 20. Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout is at 95 minutes. Toy Story's at 40. Goofy's is at 50. And the Pixar Pal Round is at 30.
Yeah, you're welcome. You'll see it on your app under my.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You know, if I thought that the Pixar Pal Round was a walk-on, I would go ride that for you guys. But 30-minute wait, and I don't think we have 30 minutes today, and you guys wouldn't want to wait in line for that long because that would get rather boring. So we're going to continue our walk. Maybe one day we'll start on the Pal Around. We'll get there early. One of my favorite scenes here in DCA. Yes, Ando, the Red Guardian comes out. I think he debuts tomorrow. Eric, I love Disneyland. A week at Disneyland is fun. But I haven't done very many cruises. I think I would prefer the cruise at the moment. Although I am very happy to be here with you guys today. Grapes are coming alive again, as are the roses and the other plants that are intertwined into this vineyard here. think what we'll do is maybe we'll walk up Radiator Springs, up the main drag, and see how far we can get before we hit those construction walls. I don't think they gave us a time frame on the amount of time that the new character will be in Avengers Campus. Hopefully it's more than a week. The walls are still up around the, what is it, the wine bar here.
Where's your mom?
However, the Magic Key Terrace is still open. There's actually a receptionist at the bottom of the stairs, and you actually go up the side stairs to get to the Magic Key Lounge right now. It's not too bad here crowd-wise on this side. I mean, there's definitely longer waits. 25 minutes for Mater's Junkyard Jamboree is what that's updated to. Earlier was 30 minutes. Yeah, Ondo, definitely walkable. Although Cars Land is certainly one of the more favorited spots in this park. I feel like there's a little bit more shade in this area too. I walked through downtown Disney earlier this morning, where they're still working on tearing down the old Tortilla Joe's. And all that remains on the top floor is a skeleton, just a bunch of beams that are slowly coming down. There was a crane out there earlier lifting beams out of place. And it looks like they're taking the whole thing down, but we won't know until they're done how much demolition they're actually going to do with that restaurant. But it kind of looks like they're doing all the way down to the ground. Well, here's the end of the line for this walkway. We'll stop and watch Luigi's run for a moment. That was strange. I always love watching that ride. But it was just weird because as we were walking up, the ride had stopped. It almost looked like they were getting ready to start, like it was in the start position. And then it ended. The ride just did its little spin thing and then back into its parking spaces. Sometimes that happens. That's technology, right? Kara, thank you so much. Yeah, you know, sometimes these walks are nice. You know, if you can't pay, don't want to pay the cost of walking through the parks, or if you live far away, or it's going to be a while before you can get here. Hanging out with us on Thursday nights, I'll call that a good alternative. I love walking through this area, but it reminds me so much of the desert. And it just makes me hot every time I walk through here. Still very beautiful. The cactuses are still blooming. This is their time of year. Take a good close look here. These huge flowers. Brandon, thank you for joining us. I hope you have a good trip. If I read this correctly, you're going to be in Pennsylvania. I love Pennsylvania. Hello, James from Oroville. Thank you for joining us.
Just for love, the vendors taking the garden.
Certainly cooling off nicely. Take a quick walk through San Francisco. I don't think Baymax is out or Hero. I see nobody in the queue. This is one of the more popular parts of the park, definitely, because ever since they changed it over from the Pacific Wharf to San Francisco, it seems like with some of the food changes and the theming, it's always busy now. I think we'll make a quick stop up here at Paradise Bay. See what's going on that side.
You had the mealy on top of it.
I do this bridge 5 days a week, the real bridge.
Is this close enough?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Part of theme parking, you bump into people.
Maybe you want to use more stroll. Are we really doing it?
I think this might be a good place to end our live today. Let's take a walk down here real quick and get that view of the reflection of Pixar Pier on the water. I think it's kind of rare that you can come down here and have the World of Color fountains actually gone. I was here a couple weeks ago and they were gone, and made for a beautiful picture. Thank you, Andrew. All right, I think this is a good spot. Let me turn around. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a walk. I know we've covered a few things. Really just more enjoyed the ambience of the park. Saw a few newsworthy things, some walls come down, and some windows covered up. Watching parks get ready for the 70th. I look forward to seeing you guys again here real soon. Bye.